Commerce Connect episode, a podcast show by Krish that brings you insights on different aspects of commerce from the experienced and successful leaders in this domain. Find this podcast handy to listen and learn a little each week to stay tuned into the industry. I'm your host, Anupa Gandhi, and for today's episode, I'm delighted to have a successful retailer from Dubai, Mr. Ritesh Mohan, very popularly known as Retail Ritesh. Welcome to Commerce Connect, Ritesh.
Thank you, Anupa. It's my pleasure to be with you on your podcast, and I look forward that I will be able to add value to you, the listeners of your podcast, and I wish them all success.
It's our pleasure, Ritesh. Thank you. So let me introduce him first. Ritesh Mohan is a passionate retail professional with over 19 years in the retail sector. He has handled some of the biggest brands in beauty, fashion, and fragrances sector. He has been instrumental in the growth of many brands in the Middle East region. He specializes in retail management, product development, brand management, retail operations, franchising, and he has also empowered many business owners with his wisdom and experience of around 2 decades in the industry. So, dear listeners, today we are going to talk on the range of topics about the retail and technology. Now, retailing being a broad concept, I'll be inviting Ritesh to join us for a couple of mini cities. In today's episode, we will know about Ritesh's experience in consulting different retailers in the region and his thoughts about customer-centric retailing. So, Ritesh, you being in Dubai, which is a retail hub with intense competition out there, what is your overall experience interacting with the retailers in terms of the nature of the business, challenges, and the growth opportunities? What is Ritesh view of growing a business?
Okay, retail Ritesh, purpose or my purpose of sharing my retail knowledge and experience of so many years with the business owners is to grow retail entrepreneurs. So the best way how I add value to answer your part B of your question is by taking or hand holding the business owners to walk the path of simplicity, to walk the path of how to do a retail business as simple as possible. They were removing the layering of all complexities, how you peel a orange or how you peel a banana, taking the all layers of complexities, whether it is ERP, whether it is retail analytics, and how to make the business much more logical, much more rational, and easy to understand. An undergraduate sales executive or a cashier at your till point should be able to relate and explain your business more. If you have any business who has able to achieve this, that the lowest rank in the business is able to tell what is your business model, you have achieved the success. So that's what I call as simplified retail.
That's very well said, Ritesh. I'm sure those brands are fortunate enough to be with you and grow their brands. Thank you. Okay. And Ritesh, recently in De Montfort University, as a speaker, I was talking about Omni-channel, and the tagline was Omni means all. But it doesn't mean all available. It means all that actually matters to your customers. Do you also agree on this? And what is your take on the strategies and technologies required for the omni-channel experience?
Okay, very good question, first of all, Anupa. Uh, you used a very nice term called omni-channel. And another buzzword which is everybody is going through or come across nowadays or these days are digital transformation. So omni-channel is a part of digital transformation on a bigger holistic view. Uh, my perspective is change the word how we use digital transformation. Bring transformation first and say transformation digital. Why I say that? First, transform your business and then go digital.
Wow.
Yeah. The problem is we are not able to understand our current processes. There is lapse in it. And it's like a shortcut. We all have become a second, 2 minutes Maggie noodle generation, or I say, you put a coffee and instant coffee generation. Nobody wants to go through the journey. Nobody wants that pain point of, blending and mixing the coffee for 10, 15 minutes and then sipping the perfect blend of coffee. Everybody wants to put a capsule of Nespresso and want an instant coffee. So retail doesn't work that way. So what has we have done is we have though we have not improvised on particular process, we have added a layer of further complexity, which is digitization by bringing various tools. Coming to your second part, which is omni-channel. You spoke in that university demo Fort University on customer-centric and omni-channel approach. What is customer-centric? Why we are creating the layers of complexities? Customer is the core of any business, whether you are B2B or B2C, B2C, B2D. He is the core of any business. So can you make your business circle around him? That is the business.
Right.
So it is. See, I mean, I might sound old school, but people today has forgotten the basics. They have embraced technology, which is good, but they have forgotten that technology is based or has evolved from something which is the basic foundation. So how can you build a multi-story building if your foundation is weak? So first make your foundation stronger. That's why I said it's no more digital transformation. It's first transformation your business, make it stronger foundation, and then go digital or use digitization to make your transformation much more evolved and much more strong.
Thank you, Ritesh. So that's very much relevant. But again, I'm just trying to understand because a lot of brands strive to be present over all the channels. Because I believe there is a one element missing, which is called channel analysis. Because they have to literally analyze that which channels works better for their customers. As you mentioned, that it's not necessary that you be everywhere. There should be some sort of research and analysis to be made that which channels are matters to your customers and only be present over there, making it the best possible customer experience for them.
That's again a very good question, Anupa. In physical retail and e-commerce, there's a one core difference which I feel when a customer comes to the store. I consider that customer as a warm audience. In e-commerce, we use content writing to create an awareness, to create some interest level in the customer so that they visit your website or your e-commerce portal. But so you spend your content, you spend your marketing money on creating that warmness in the customers, some interest level. In a physical retail, the customer when they walk into my store, they are already a warm audience. They are entering into a captive environment because they have seen you, they want to purchase from you. It's the conversion becomes much more easier. Upselling also becomes easier. But in an e-commerce, you have to use lot of content writing, lot of explanation because the physical one-to-one is missing. So it's always better that look at any kind of commerce. I'm not saying physical e-commerce or anything, any kind of business from every touch point view. Wherever the customer is touching or reaching, reach out to him or her. If the customer is first browsing your website, be present, be available on online. Make sure that you do all your SEOs, SEMs, and Google AdWords and all those things to rank. It will is a long process, but at least start it. I'm not saying put millions of dollars into it. At least start it. And what are the other touch points? He or she might go on your social media, so you should be present on each and every channel. You should be on Pinterest. You should be on Insta. You should be on Facebook. You should be on TikTok. You should be on each and any emerging platform. In India, another after TikTok was banned, there's a new platform called Chingari, which is really doing well. So be present on that. So I feel Omni is a good term, but you should always start your business with the customer in mind. That's what we call at segmentation. Who is going to buy from me? Who is going to shell out money from my product and services? Start your business with the customer in mind, and then build your business around that customer.
True. Yeah.
Any business, this is the basics.
True. And even further to this, the actual challenge for the brands comes when they have to, make a or to prepare a comprehensive customer profiling by integrating data coming from across all these channels, like from online and offline interactions, enabling a consistent experience again across all the channels. That's where the actual challenge comes from the brands. So, like, is there any specific strategy or technology that you would have seen that brands are adopting in order to make this journey successful?
Yeah, I'll give you a simple hack, which I normally do it with my buyers. We have created a list of say around 150 to 200 articles. When I say articles, means 150 to 200 products, and we monitor the pricing of those products with our computer on a daily basis. Whether how much that particular item, suppose if I'm selling a pen, how much I'm selling this pen for X amount, how much is Amazon selling, how much is Moon selling, how much is XYZ Flipkart selling. So that there are tools available wherein you can check those computed prices. And if your objective is yes, customer, because that's a promise we make, that everyday low price is kind of a promise, which is a Walmart driven concept. So we benchmark the basket of products, and we tell our customer that this basket, if you buy, we are the cheapest. So when you say use of technology tools, pricing is one which one can use it. Uh, when it comes to technology usage, Anupa, like which stream is giving me more revenue, whether my ads are getting more visible and traction on is my Instagram traffic coming to my site, or is Facebook driving traffic to my site, or is it YouTube driving traffic to my site? So yes, retail analytics or performance analytics is required. We call it performance marketing. That's important. But what is more important today? Data is everywhere. You know, it's everything. Every person who comes to your website leaves a cookie. So the data is everywhere. It's a gigabyte, trillion byte kind of a data. Now the problem is today. The challenge is, are we capable enough to make a proper insight out of data, or is it just data garbage in, garbage out? That's the challenges. Are the people able to take an insight and make a story out of it in their product telling? Because business today has become all about storytelling. If you are able to narrate your story with a conviction, customer will come and purchase and will keep on purchase again and again from you. So repeat purchase won't be a problem, provided you tell a nice, convincing story in a very well narrative format. So, problem is data today. It's everywhere. Everywhere is a touch point. Are we able to make sense out of data? That's the biggest challenge. Oh. The skill set is doesn't come that easily to make a story out of numbers. But yes, any retailer or any business which is able to create those numbers into insight, and in that insight into a story, and that story into a communicated campaign, will be a winner.
That's a great approach, I guess, Ritesh, that the brands should be focusing on. Thank you again. Um, yeah, Ritesh. So, as you were explaining and mentioning about the physical stores and its importance, I have also observed that despite the rise of e-commerce, physical retail space still play a significant role in particular industries. So, and especially in Dubai, that we have seen that lot of brands have some innovative concepts or designs for their physical stores. So, what are some innovative concepts and designs for brick and mortar designs or stores that enhance in store shopping experience according to you?
There are many examples, I can say, uh, of a new formats that are evolving and coming up. One such format, if I have to say, is a format done by a local retailer called Kamal Usman Jamjun Group. In fact, I started my retail journey with them in 2004. So I'm a bit biased. I love the innovation and the creativity that group brings into retail. They started a concept called Mayyar. Mayyar is all up. It means in Arabic the moon rider.
Oh,
the house rider on a moon uh, night. So that's the meaning, and they have everything to do with a Saudi local man. Whether the man will get his kandura, his bracelets, his watches, the entire look, the will be is been retailed in the store. So they started something called a experiential part. They have a small salon inside for man, so the man can get their grooming needs done. They have a small coffee shop inside the store, so they are trying to make it experiential. So then there is another retailer. It is, I think so, in uh, Qatar, and the Qatar, they have something called scent story or a scent library. It's one of the most finest libraries for perfumes. When I say library, they have all these scents across the world under one roof, and each one has a nice story attached to it, like 100-year-old oud, what's from where this particular oud has come from. So it's like an educational journey for perfume connoisseurs. So I am a perfume guy, so I love. I've spent most of my career into perfumes. So that's where the storytelling comes. I was telling earlier, any business who is able to convert the data insights, the numbers into insights, and that insights into a story, and is able to communicate that story in a retail format into in his or her business, will always be successful. We all remember stories. We have grown up listening to stories from our grandmothers and mothers. So we remember stories. So if a retailer is able to tell a story, or any business owner is able to tell a story with conviction, the success is going to come.
And that's actual customer experience, which the customers would be able to relate as well.
Yeah.
Right. And even apart from this, I have seen that there are a lot of different technologies nowadays being used or adapted by the retailers into their physical stores. Like, for example, in-store navigation and mapping. We are like, and the other thing is, we are going to build a scan and pay kind of customer experience for one of our brands, which is about allowing the in-store customers to scan the product barcodes with their mobile devices, and they can complete their payment through a mobile application within the physical stores. And I think what I can recall is that Nike and Dubai Heels, even they have implemented smart fitting rooms in their stores. So their fitting rooms are basically equipped with RFID readers. So that means just simply scan the outfit's barcode, select the variation, and the store staff will present the new outfits within minutes. Have you seen any such technologies which are booming and rising, and are more commonly adopted by the brands in this region?
I mean, to be very honest, here again, you gave a very good example of Dubai Hills Mall. There's a concept called 9street.com.
Yeah.
So they have this concept. So once you enter the store, the front launch area or the reception area of the store, it is full of iPads. You go and select, cut your garments, your shoes, and place add to cart, and that particular, and just click. And the moment you click, after 5 minutes, it tells you which fitting room you can go and try it. So your garments, whatever you have clicked, is in that fitting room. The screen will pop up and show a number of a fitting room, that okay, your clothes, your requested articles are in fitting room number 5. You are welcome to visit and check it out. And then you try, and if you want to buy, you can make up again the fitting room at the screen. You can either make a credit card payment, or come and make the cashier thing. So yes, technology comes very handy. But if you see, what are they doing? All these brands, they are removing the layers of complexities that we have added in our customer journey.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying user experience, I'm using customer experience and a customer journey. So, and because customer is a human being.
Yeah.
User, I don't know, can be a machine, can be an algorithm, can be anything. But customer is always a human being. So if you can remove that layers of complexity, layers of interfaces, and try to service him or her in the shortest time possible, in a most convenient manner, in a most efficient manner, getting the right item into her trial room to try. That's where the retail or any business is moving forward. So to do that, though it sounds very easy to do that, I mean, believe me, it's a nightmare when you do SOP writing. When you do develop the SOPs and the processes, it's a nightmare. Imagine I selected a blue denim, which is stonewash jean to be tried in that particular store, and I want that particular jeans to be delivered in a fitting room so that I can try in shortest time possible. Now that's wherein I click the button now, try now, and the backend function starts where that particular stonewash denim is lying, in what size, in what shelf number, in what rack number, in which hanger, on which rail. It's all systems, it's all complicated processes, and that all coming together in shortest time possible in making serving me by ensuring that denim which I selected is in kept in room number 5 or trial number 5. So that kind of a thing in the right size. I want to wear 34, so waist size of 34 is coming to me, but they will also send you one size up and one size shorter. So 32, 34, and 36 is what they give you, so that you can then try rather than coming out and again punching in. No, I want a bigger size, I want a shorter size, all three in one go. So that's where the smartness and the intelligent systems comes into play.
Yeah, and that's quite a unique experience, I believe. Okay.
It's a unique experience. Technology, as I said, is an enabler, but it cannot remove the physical interface. It is helping me service the customer in a very more efficient manner, but it's not removing the manpower on the floor. At end of the day, I still love to do business, talking to the sales staff regarding from where the denim is and what kind of wash is this denim, and is it stone wash, it is acid wash, or what kind of a wash. So I love to talk to sales staff, learn more from them, because that's where the entire information is lying with your ground staff, with your floor staff. What kind of customers are using, are coming, what is their average ticket size, how much is the sale, how many customers comes, what is the ticket size. And then you say, oh, now the retailer is really making money. So all that investment that the retailer has made into the back end operations, into all your tools and ERPs and other stuff, is now rewarding the particular business owner.
Right. In fact, with every innovation coming in, customers' expectation, demand, and the shopping behavior also keeps changing, which is again, keeping that loop on and on for the brands to keep innovating at its best.
Exactly. But see, the best answer to this particular problem, customers will always keep demanding. The best answer, I think, so similar. I watched one of the YouTube videos of Jeff Bezos, and he says, focus on things which are not going to change in next 10 years. What are not going to change? People will not stop wearing clothes. People will not stop eating. So people will not stop, bargaining. Those who are grown up in countries like India and Asia, where we love bargaining, asking kitna discount hai bhai, kind of a thing. So people want discounts. So those are not going to change. People want to be served in shortest time possible. So that is not going to change in next 10 years or 15 years. People will not say, I'm okay if I wait for 30 days to get my ordered clothes. I want it in a shortest time. So focus on things which are not going to change. And that's a way to build business, rather than if you keep on saying, aaj to AI aa gaya, let me put AI into my app. Oh, tomorrow a new LLM model has come, let me adapt that. Then it's a never ending story, and you will never make a business out of what you're doing. You will keep on spending money rather than making money. So you will be for a social service rather than building a business.
Wow. That's wonderful. That wonderful statement that you have made. Rather, keep focusing only on those things which are to be remain constant forever. Right.
Yes.
So, okay.
If you see that insight is again very simple, very basic. What we have forgotten, or rather our new generation or our new business owners have forgotten, why they get so fascinated with the technology. Oh, wow, virtual mirrors. Virtual mirrors, is it going to add value to your bottom line or not? That just needs to be studied.
Yeah.
Can you replace virtual mirror with something more efficient thing? Suppose if what is virtual mirror does? Before virtual mirror, also there were $1 billion worth of retail companies. How were they doing the business? The sales staff used to carry different kind of denim sizes.
Yeah.
My waist size is 34, so I she used to carry 32, 34, 36. Sir, try all this. These are all three stone wash denims. And I used to easily pick up and select one and buy and go out. What is virtual mirror doing? We are doing the same thing. Only it has removed the manpower out of it. And for that manpower to remove out of the system, you have spent millions of dollars by making companies like Microsoft and all tech-enabled companies much more richer. And that's it. The thing which you can do in few $100, you have spent millions of dollars on it. Does it make a business sense for a smart business owner? He will straight away reject.
Oh, true. That definitely makes sense, Ritesh. Okay, now I want to share some of my experiences with you, and I also want to know your thoughts on it. So, basically, in my experience, interacting with different brands, many brands we see are still hesitant to invest on some of the key technologies or the mandate technologies that are recommended, either maybe due to the budget constraint at the organizational level, or because they are trying to actually figure out the monetary ROI against that investment at the very initial stage itself. So I just want to know, in your journey interacting with different retailers, how do you communicate the realistic expectations and the processes that are involved in achieving measurable returns, especially?
Again, a very good question, Anupa. To be very honest, to answer that question, uh, I use a technology or not a technology, a simple human psychology thing called freemium. It's called freemium. What freemium does? It's a technology which is, rather, it's a human psychology which is used by most of the companies. A best example is Google. Does Google charge you for making a search on Google? Exactly. So what Google is doing, giving the core service as premium, is free. Okay, you make 10 searches, 100 searches, whatever searches you want, you make. I'm not going to charge. I'm giving it as a complimentary. The moment you want to figure on page number one of Google, then you're talking business. Please spend AdWords. Please spend money with me, and I will put you on top. Do Google AdWords, good Google spend, put your text ads on the call side bars, and I will show it to the people whom you want to target. You want to do lead generation, spend. So my business model, or rather Google's business model, or rather I have evolved my business model in the same way. I mean, I make sure, okay, first you try it out. I'll handhold my clients and give them in terms of, whatever they do. Or rather, I would rather suggest everyone to follow this beautiful model, which is highly successful, used by Google's and other companies, like even Microsoft. They don't, their highest selling product is Windows, your MS Office. You say for a college students, they give it for 300 dirhams. But if you're for a business, they sell it your license, which is at a higher price. So you make the entry. So what you do by this premium model is you cut down the entry level pricing of your product.
Okay.
So that's where, which is the initial hitch of any business owner. I don't know Anupa. I don't know Anupa's product, whether that product is going to add value to my business. I'm not ready to take that risk. So what you do, risk mitigation process that we all study in our MBA finance classes. How you mitigate risk? The best way to mitigate risk is to offer that service at a, remove the objection from the first. Okay, son, I will take that risk on your behalf. We'll do it for a pilot period of 2 months or 3 months. And based on the results, we talk. We again get together on a boardroom and discuss over a table. And that time you will be very much equipped as a vendor, as a tech enabler. So you will have a data first of all. You might give one or two key insights. And any business owner, if he knows Today, if I'm spending 100 dirhams or $100 on particular product, but this $100 I can leverage and convert it to $1,000, will any business owner say no to you? No,
No.
no smart business owner will say no to you. If you can show to him or her the returns that you will get over a period of time.
And that all comes based on the experiences, right?
Experience and how you narrate that. See, data is everywhere, as we previously mentioned. How you make a story out of data, how you make an insight of the data, that makes the whole difference.
Thanks. Yeah, that was very quite a holistic approach that you have explained us, Ritesh. Thank you again. So I appreciate the insightful takeaways from today's mini episode. In fact, the entire conversation was so amazing. Thank you so much for being with us. Looking forward to have a lot more interesting talks in the next episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have taken your notes from today's episode. Stay curious for the next one and keep exploring. Thank you.